Meridian Home Health Care. They're in the office suite at the front of Deer Point. They are in the back side of State Farm, if you will. That is their corporate office and the office they work out of. They had their annual holiday party, but they also made it their ribbon cutting and blessing ceremony for their new business. And what great people, absolutely fabulous. It was very nice. Jeff Gately and I both attended, and they have asked that all the village officials please put it on their calendar and plan on attending if you can next year. And on a closing note, just want to touch on a tragic incident that occurred November 29th, Tuesday afternoon in front of Prairie View. Our CSO Stars, who was directing traffic exiting from the school, letting the buses release, tragically was hit and shockingly was hit by a small school transport van for a private after-school care daycare facility. The good news is she's okay, she's out of the hospital, she was recovering, but it was quite a serious incident. And they wear vests, they have the car parked out with the lights flashing. I don't know what more we can do, but I hope we've gotten IDOT's attention. Chief McCutcheon is also looking into additional lighting or temporary LED lighting that we can put out there. But I've had some questions about the incident, and that's what occurred. And the good news is that Dale is home and she is recovering. So she's anxious to get back to work, she said. So. Okay, let's move on to our standing committees. We'll start off with Finance. Trustee Daly.
Just one quick reminder, budget forms are due to Kelly on January 5th. No budget, no money. He's serious.
Well, we need an 8-foot table, we need some new microphones.
Get it out, I can't spend it, I'm all killing the microphones.
Oh, so I understand your methods now, okay.
That's it.
Okay, Public Works, Trustee Walkington.
I'm pretty sure that while Jeff had holiday help, he did remove all the records and stuff from the garage and moved them to the new Public Works building, and they're like saying.
You are correct.
So that job is accomplished, so now Mike has a job to do with moving the EMA in the garage. And then I'd like to thank Wally and Jim for their efforts on putting, to help with the alternative energy package. Thanks. That's all I have.
Thank you. Public Safety, Trustee Priest.
Yeah, I do have actually one thing to report on right now, and that is that bike hazard on the bike path, the hazard.
The older section of the bike path.
The older section of the bike path between Bighorn and Washington. Okay, we had a situation where they had the culvert put in, they put the riprap down so that, for erosion and everything else was so close to the bike path that somebody could trip over it, and one child had already fallen into it. So I called up the Lake County Department of Transportation, talked to Mike Burke. He got his crew out there, they re-diverted the culvert, did some landscaping, moved it further down, put the riprap further down into the gully and everything else, and that was completed somewhere around December 2nd. Okay, sent Mike a nice an email thanking him for all his efforts and everything else, and how quickly they got it done. I also would like to thank Russ for his input a lot on this alternative energy at the time, because we all worked together that one day, and it was just like boom, So Mike and Gary and Jim, thank you very much. That's it.
Okay. One thing I want to add quickly, since we're talking about public safety that I didn't mention under my report, because I've had a few questions recently. People have been asking about what's going on with the police chief situation in Grays Lake. Matt McCutcheon is still serving as our interim chief, although he is one of the prime candidates for the permanent chief position. And we are down, or I should say the village of Grays Lake is down to a final couple of candidates. They will be having a special meeting. It looks like it will be on the 20th of December. I have been invited to participate in that meeting. We will hear presentations of the final candidates, and then I will be going into executive session for discussion with that board. So I'm grateful that they have asked to include me, and I encourage all of you to watch for the notice, and I will pass along the notice for email. You're certainly welcome to attend that meeting and listen to the presentation. So that whole process should be wrapped up shortly. Okay, let's go on to wetlands and open spaces. Trustee Duberstein.
Our next meeting is the 4th of January. It's the first Thursday in January. And we're working on the budget and the long-term plan for the various ponds and open spaces around the village. There are well over 20 ponds. People don't realize how much we have. There are over 20 ponds.
And Kathy just looked up the date. It would be January 5th.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Community relations, Trustee Darrenowski.
Well, as Mayor Soto reported, we did have a very busy weekend. We were here quite early in the morning for a shop with the cop. I got here a little bit later. And I got here about 20 after 7, and everybody was already running around getting set up. I would like to especially thank the 3 kids that came from NHS for the morning session. They were absolutely phenomenal kids. They did all of the cookie trays for us. They were for the holiday mixer. They did the ornament kits with the kids. They just did, all in all, they helped us out tremendously. They helped us set up, tear down the room, clean up the room, and then reset up so that we had everything ready to go for the holiday mixer. So we were able to get a couple hours off and then come back at 1:30 for the holiday mixer, where we had our volunteer, again, Becky was doing all of the popcorn, handing it out while we were collecting for the, it's not a raffle, Drawing.
We did a drawing.
We call it a drawing. So it was a drawing, and we were raising money for the Avon Township Food Pantry. We actually were able to raise $130 that went directly to the Avon Township Food Pantry. And what a lot of people don't realize is that rather than food, a lot of times they have collective bargaining, so they can purchase a lot more food with the cash that we bring them than if we would have brought $130 worth of groceries. It may have filled a couple of bags, whereas they can take that money, turn around and buy like $300 to $400 worth of what we would spend for groceries. So they are very appreciative, and a couple of those turkey dinners that didn't get given out at Shop with the Cop went directly to the Avon Township Food Pantry as well. So we were very excited about that. All in all, I think the event went very well. We'll have to get some more cookies for next year. But other than that,
We need more bakers out there.
we had a great time, and I think we had something like 20 families who didn't bring a camera for their pictures with Santa, and we were able to take pictures thanks to Kathy's camera, and Kelly went ahead and sent out all the pictures to all the families who did not bring a camera to take pictures with, so we were able to provide that with them. And I would also, oh God, there's so many people I want to say thank you to. Also, Allie Gately and her friend came during the Shop with the Cop event and entertained us for about an hour with their clarinets, as well as all the 4 groups who came during the holiday mixer. They were phenomenal. The acapella blew me away.
And not to mention the entire Claus family did travel down from the North Pole.
Absolutely, that was very nice of them. And I just said, and we collected about 2 trash cans. It sounds horrible.
2 bins.
2 bins full of toys for Toys for Tots, which went over to Russo because they were working with them. So we decided to tie that into our holiday mixer as well.
Jeff? Your report, at least part of your report reminds me, or brings to mind, we use the NHS kids frequently, and they've always done great.
They really have, they've always come through for us.
They meet, I think, once a week for a morning meeting. I'm wondering, I just throw this out there as a suggestion, follow up if you so choose. If, as a thank you to them, now I know they get credit hours, or not credit hours, they get service hours,
Yeah.
that maybe one morning, and if we could work it out, I'll even take it over. Donuts and hot chocolate, just we deliver to them at their meeting as a thank you, because whenever we call, they've come.
And which budget trustee?
Thank you for, each of us have a $75 a month allotment for your and thank you for your donation.
Jerry, is that just waiting to get a free breakfast or what?
No, actually, I think that's a wonderful idea.
It is a good idea.
They helped out a lot at the Hainesville Fest.
Oh, they were, yeah, they are phenomenal. Yeah, they have been outstanding.
That'd be cool.
And the good news is they also seem to really enjoy working for our village, so they like working.
Yeah, well, I
hours.
think a couple of volunteers were I know the Becky who was here for the holiday mixer, I was gonna show her how to use the popcorn machine. She's like, oh, I was here at Hainesville Fest, I know exactly how to use it, and she was having a great time today, so.
That was neat. Okay, well, thank you.
And thank you to everybody, the staff, and everybody, Kathy Munzer, who was running the drawing, say the raffle, the drawing, and went out shopping for everything with Jeff, and to Kelly for emailing the pictures out, and to the Claus family, and everybody else, so thank you very much.
And thank you, Jen, because we know you've been working a lot of hours and you came in and really hustled that Sunday, so it was appreciated.
One other comment, just because I'm in a joyous seasonal mood. Our staff has really stepped up over the last couple of years. At least the time that I've been here, when we've asked them to do something, they've done it. The ladies have been here, they put in the time, they put in the hard work. You guys are a pleasure to work with. So thank you.
Let's give them applause. Let's make them feel good. Now you realize we have to play this tape now
Yeah.
for Jeff and Kathy and Kelly and Karen.
Well, and I was saying it to Kathy,
Roseanne.
I was sitting with Kathy and Roseanne, and I just, on Sunday, and I was like, I don't know what I would do without everybody. I mean, I would be lost. And just on that kind of personal note, I truly do appreciate everything that everybody does. I mean, Jeff, Kelly, Kathy.
Enough, Jen.
So we're good.
We enjoy doing it.
And it is appreciated. But let's move on to business. First item up is the Illinois Municipal League Risk Management Association Insurance Renewal.
Okay, Kelly gave you each a memo in your packet, and this is where we get our liability insurance, and you can see that it's dropped, the cost has dropped since we've, the police department is no longer with us. We agreed in the finance committee tonight that Kelly has picked up word that a couple of municipalities are beginning to look around. So although that we would like to have this again for this upcoming year, in the spring, the finance committee will shop around to see if there's anything else for less expensive that can meet our needs.
Private, from private?
Yes.
Okay. All righty. Do we have a motion for approval?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Trustees Dernoski.
Aye.
Priest.
Aye.
Duberstein. Daly.
Aye.
And Walkington.
Aye.
Okay. Motion carried.
Item 2 under business is the tax levy ordinance for fiscal year May 1, 2011, ending April 30th, 2012.
Annual requirement, we've levied for the amount of $596,000. If you flip through this, the right-hand column will show you how that $596,000 will be allocated to various accounts, the largest one being $475,000 in police services.
We have a motion for approval.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Trustees Dernoski.
Aye.
Priest.
Aye.
Duberstein. Daley,
Aye.
and Walkington.
Aye.